Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Victory with Vickery, talking Chaffee Red Devil football. Vince Brown on the line with the legendary coach of the Chaffee Red Devils, Charlie Vickery. Coach, welcome back.
Thank you.
I tell you, it's a big week right now in the city of Chaffee. Everybody hopping about at the fact that the Red Devils are back in the state football playoffs for the first time since taking it all in Class 1 back in 1983. And you did so with another convincing win, this time at home on Senior Day, 41-18 over Cleveland St. Louis. Back-to-back 200-yard efforts from Tyson Estes so far in the districts. So you're sitting pretty at 2-0 right now in Class 1 District 2. How's the locker room right now?
Well, you know, I think it was important for us to make the playoffs this year, especially being a young team and getting some experience getting into the playoffs. But, you know, last Friday, obviously, we didn't play very well. I don't know, you know, where our heads were, but, you know, we come into the game, we were flat, we struggled, and I said earlier in the week that if we didn't come out and have our A game going, that you know we'd be struggling against them because they did have some decent athletes, and it took us to the fourth quarter to be able to pull away. But at least we got the win, and that's the most important thing.
You know, in talking about the Commanders of Cleveland St. Louis out of the PHL League, very impressive opening on your home field. A couple of long runs, including a big touchdown run in the second quarter to answer back a touchdown drive. You just got off of a turnover, and it was just a 2-point lead at halftime for Chaffee, and then they slowly but surely pulled away, being the Red Devils, to make the final margin. But you got to hand it to these kids, especially with a freshman quarterback and Antonio Burnett, who made a lot of plays on just a two-step drop in the pocket.
Well, you know, it took us, like I said, till the fourth quarter to take care of business, and you know, we should have done that in the first half. We'd done it in the first half, then we'd been in good shape there. You know, we outscored. It was 20. We scored 21 there in the fourth quarter, and you know, if we just taken care of business in the first half, we wouldn't have been in that situation. But you know, I don't. With a young team, you never know what you're going to get when you come out. But hopefully, you're going to be focused, and if we're not, the next couple games, then we'll be in for a real long night.
You definitely have to hand it to your junior quarterback, Jordan Young, coming in relief of starter Cody Payne, the freshman. Those two touchdowns runs that he had were coming off of very solid drives of at least 5 plays or more, and you were able to move the football more consistently than you had been during the first part of the season.
Yeah, you know, we're able to get the running game going for once, you know, for one thing, and like I said, that sets up some of the other things that we want to do, because you know, if you can't run the ball, then you're gonna struggle offensively regardless. And you know, we're getting better blocking up front, and you know, Tyson's running the ball well, and then our fullbacks are doing a good job in front of him as well.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the 10th and final week of the season. And would we dare say Chaffee playing for a district championship, but they got to go against one of the toughest teams in Class 1 in the Valley Catholic Warriors of St. Genevieve. Stay right here. More of Victory with Vickery in just a moment. This is Prepcast Southeast. And we're back here on Prepcast Southeast. We're talking Victory with Vickery, Chaffee Red Devil football, the name of the show. I am Vince Brown. On the line with us is legendary coach Charlie Vickery of the Chaffee Red Devils football team. All right, this team is in uncharted territory in this particular generation of the program. You're playing for a district championship in football. Haven't had the chance to say that in close to 30 years. But you're going up against one of the toughest teams in Missouri in Class 1 football, in defending state finalist Valley Catholic. Coming off of that one loss at top-ranked West Strand, they have been seething mad. And they are taking it out on everybody. But it isn't like Chaffee isn't up to the challenge on the road. They've had a better road record this year than they've had a home record, and I think this might suit Chaffee's well being just fine if they play all 4 quarters.
Well, like you say, Valley's an outstanding team, not only just in 1A, but just, almost for any class in the state. They're very very skilled. They execute extremely well. They're well coached. They don't make any mistakes. And, they've had a tradition there, so we know it's going to be a very big challenge for us. But we told our kids, we can either step up or step back, and hopefully we're going to step up and accept the challenge and play our best ball game of the year.
And what's interesting about it is, even though you are now going into week 11 after the regular season ends this week, you've got a tough test coming up in week 11 when the playoffs do start, because you could face either a very stout Thayer club, or Hayti could slip in that second spot. You've already seen Hayti, and you know what that club can do. So this might be the time to really get yourself in line for what could be a strong playoff run for the Red Devils.
Well, we hope so. We just want to see how we stack up against some of the better teams in the state, and like I said, it's going to be a challenge for us, and especially with a young team, we'll be able to get our feet wet in the playoffs. So you say as far as looking ahead, I know Thayer's out there and Hayti, but right now we're focused on Valley and trying to get through that game first, and then we'll focus on whoever we got in week 11.
I had an opportunity to talk with one of the newer coaches here in the area that you've mentored over the years, that being Richard Payne over at Cape Central, whom you coached over when you were head coach of a program way back when. And we were talking about the district system and how in some years it's fair, some years it isn't. But the interesting thing about it is the fact that teams like Chaffee, who have kind of taken it on the chin during the regular 7 weeks, have an opportunity to play their best ball the last 3 and still make a great season, and that's what's happened here as the team goes into this week 4 and 5, but 2-0 in Class 1 District 2.
Well, it does give an opportunity to, for more teams to get into the playoffs. I would prefer that it would be cross-bracketed instead of having to play a team, that you faced, 2 weeks earlier. But, that's the way it is. That's the way it's set up. But, it's the same for everybody, and half the teams get in, half of them don't. And, we're one of the half that's getting in. So, it makes a big deal for us.
Well, this week is a very key game for the Chaffee Red Devils. They go up to St. Genevieve to take on Class 1 state finalist Valley Catholic. It is for the Class 1 District 2 championship. You'll get a chance to hear that game on our sister station, Prepcast St. Genevieve. The very capable Frank Kirchmer and the crew will have the game from the stadium in St. Gen. We have been talking with Coach Charlie Vickery of the Chaffee Red Devils here on Victory with Vickery. Coach, congratulations on making the playoffs. Good luck in the district championship.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And this has been Victory with Vickery. I'm Vince Brown, and you're listening to Prepcast Southeast. Till next week, take care, everybody.